This 6-4 meta endgame build gets a 99 3-point, so you get every shooting badge on Legend, a 91 steal, so you can steal every pass, and you also get a 92 ball handle, a 91 pass accuracy, and so much more. Not only am I going to give you the build, I'm going to give you the jump shot, dribble moves, dunk animations, everything you need to know in one video. We're about to get into it, but real quick, let me know how many cap breakers y'all got. I'm about to make a lockdown build soon, so I want to make sure y'all will be able to make the build as well. If this video helped you out at all, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get into this build. Alright, we're in the builder now, and you're going to want to go with a point guard obviously, and then you're going to have your height at 6'4". You're going to have your weight at 178, and that's just for speed reasons. You get a higher speed with the ball, and then you get like one lower on your perimeter defense and rebounding, which doesn't really matter because you're not going to be a lockdown build necessarily. You're going to be a shooting point guard pretty much. And for the wingspan, you're going to go for 6'4", just so you can get the 99 3 ball. Once you have all that set up, you're going to go start with the 3-point. You're going to set that all the way to a 94, which the reason for having it at 94 and not set at like a 99 off the bat is so you can spread out your badges or your attributes and then use the cap breakers on the 3-point rather than waste all your attributes on there. And once you're at a 99, you get all shooting badges on Legend, so set shot, dead eye, limitless, shifty shooter, any shooting badges you're gonna have it at a 99. Then the mid-range you're just gonna keep at a 84. Doesn't really matter, you're not gonna be shooting that many mid-ranges, and if you are, you're probably gonna have it at a fading mid-range, so you have shifty shooter on Legend, so you're gonna be able to make those. Free throw, you're just gonna have it at 85. Well, you'll see at the end of the build, you don't really have anywhere else to put the attributes, so you're just gonna have it at an 85 free throw. We're going to keep the 69 close shot, and we're just going to upgrade our driving layup to a 73. You're not going to be taking many layups on a 6'4 build anyways. You're probably going to do a driving dunk. And with that said, we're going to have a 80 driving dunk, which is quite high for a 6'4. This is like probably like the sweet range. You still get posterizer on bronze, and you can +1 or +2 if you would like, but you still get posterizer, and then you can make wide open dunks, like I said. For the standing dunk, we're going to have it at a 29. Can't really make it a 25. We'll see later in the build. And then for the post control, you're going to have it at a 38. That's just like the max low that you can go. Now for the playmaking attributes, you're going to get a 91 pass ac, which does, I believe, it either gives you dimer on gold or on Hall of Fame, which you're going to +1 or +2 that to Legend, so you can get Legend dimer. And for the ball handle, you're going to have it at 88 right now. And you're going to use 4 cap breakers, 5 if you would like, but 4 is the sweet spot. So you get unpluckable on gold, handles for days on gold, and then equal assassin on silver. And I recommend, and I'll show you later on what the badges would look like if you were to +1 or +2 your playmaking attributes. And for speed with ball, you're going to have it at 86. Now this is kind of low for a point guard, but once you set your takeover to only speed with the ball, when you do have takeover like deep bomber, you're going to have your speed with ball at a 99, so you're going to be running around the court fast as possible. Now for the interior defense, you're going to set your interior at a 46. Doesn't really matter, you're not going to be in the paint on a 6'4 guard. Now for the perimeter, you're going to have it a 75. Now if you have insane cap breakers like I do, I personally have 16. I put some cap breakers on my perimeter defense to get it to an 88 after cap breakers, which you don't really need. 75 is good enough, and you'll still get the base badges that you need for defense. Now for steal, you're going to put it at an 85. Now with just a few cap breakers, this gets to a 91, giving you glove and interceptor on gold. You can +1 or +2 those to Legend if you'd like. Now for the block, you're going to have it all the way at a 61. This is strictly just for contest purposes, because if you're on the 3-point line and someone's shooting over you, you need to be able to jump and get a contest. Now, with the 61, it's not super high, but you are still going to get the crazy contest. You're going to get the red smothers on contest instead of just a 4% like some little guards do. For the rebounding, you're just going to have it a 25 offensive and then a 43 defensive rebounding. Doesn't really matter, you're not going to get many boards, but if somehow the board comes to you, you're still going to be able to grab it. Now for the speed, you're going to have it at 88, and for the agility, you're going to have it at 88 as well. Now, once it gets later into the year and I get more cap breakers, I'm probably going to max out my speed and agility to higher just so I can get my slippery off ball even higher than it already is. Right now with 88 speed and 88 agility, you do get Hall of Fame slippery off ball, which if you have the shooting specialization on like I do, you're going to be using that to max it out all the way to legend slippery off ball. Now for the strength, doesn't really matter, you're just going to have it at a 38, and then for the vertical, you're going to have it at a 65, so you still get, it's going to say 50 to 51 new badge levels. If you take off, if you have under than a 65 vertical, you're not going to get posterizer, which you kind of need posterizer, so having the 65 vertical helps out a ton. Now just a quick recap, you're going to have a 94 3-point off the rip, but with 5 cap breakers, you're going to have that to a 99. Then the ball handle, you're going to cap break from an 88 to a 92, so you get pretty much all gold playmaking badges. You're going to have a 91 pass hack. You're still going to be able to dunk the ball with a 80 driving dunk, which you do get posterizer and aerial wizard. 86 speed with ball is low right now, but with the takeover on, you're going to have all speed with ball, so you're going to get it to a 99 with takeover, and then you can +2 your lightning launch to a legend. You're still going to have an 85 steal off the rip if you don't have cap breakers, but with a few cap breakers, you're going to have a 91 steal, giving you gold glove and gold interceptor. Then if you have extra cap breakers like I do, you can cap break your perimeter defense, you can cap break whatever you would like. I recommend cap breaking your perimeter defense, and then later in the year, you can cap break your speed and agility. But yeah, that's pretty much the 6-4 build all set up. Once you get out of the builder, you actually get a kind of cool name. You get a ball hawking play shot, just kind of shades of 2K20 back when play shots ran 2K20 along with two-way slashing playmakers. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. And I'm going to get into the animations and all the dribble moves and the jump shot. Now here is my maxed out ball hawking play shot 6-4 build. As you can see, I have my cap breaker set up, and I'm going to show you what cap breaker you should use. I definitely recommend maxing out your 3-point to a 99 with 5 cap breakers, and then going next to ball handle so you can get a 92 ball handle. So realistically, you only need 9 cap breakers for this build. Now the 2 extra cap breakers for your steal definitely do help out a ton. Now you really only need 9 though, so I recommend putting the 5 on 3-point shot, 4 on your ball handle so you can get your gold badges, and then 2 on your steal so you get a 91 steal and you get gold glove and gold interceptor. Now I used 5 cap breakers on perimeter defense. You don't really need to do this. You can put your cap breakers anywhere you would like, but I do play rec a ton, so I'm usually in the random rec sometimes, so my perimeter defense does help out, so I'm not getting called a cone every possession. But yeah, now for the dribble animations, I recommend Tyrese Halliburton pass style, just because you do have a 91 pass hack. You might as well get the best kind. Dribble style, John Morant, or you can go with Zach LaVine. I do recommend John Morant, just because I feel like if you're gonna have the attributes to use it, you might as well use it. Signature size up, you got Steph Curry. Breakdown combos, Devin Booker. This is a no-brainer. You need this animation on your guard build. Escape moves, Kemba Walker. I've seen a ton of people use Kyrie's escape moves just for the glitchy one, where you can just go in between people like it's nothing. But I recommend Kemba Walker if you're just starting out on a guard build. Combo moves pro, crossover Chris Paul. It is a super fast crossover, so if you are going for a driving dunk, this is the dribble move you're going to want to use. For the behind the back, Steph Curry, that's a no-brainer if you have the ball handle like I do, which is a 92. Spin, Jamal Murray, doesn't really matter. You're not going to be spinning a ton. Hesitation, James Harden, so you can crab people. Step back, Devin Booker, that's obvious. And then triple threat style is Kobe Bryant. For the dunk style, I just recommend Devin Booker. It's super quick. You're gonna not be getting blocked a ton. This is the easiest dunk style for a 6'4" guard. If you're any taller, you're gonna go with like a set dunk style that you have, but Devin Booker is really easy for the small guards like this one. For the jump shot, I personally have AI as the lower and base. Upper release 1, Stephen Curry. Upper release 2, Baluba. And then for the blinding style, I have it all the way on release. I can shoot button on this build, but most people are shooting tempo, so release doesn't change the speed. I have the release speed at a 75, so it's going to start here. You just go 1 over. Then animation blending, I have 31% Steph Curry and then 69% Baluba. For the takeover, I just have a custom takeover, and I have it as all of the attributes on speed with ball, so you get a 99 speed with ball once you have takeover. You still have a 95 and a 98 once you hit level 3 and level 4 through your takeover ball. And then I obviously have D-Bomber as the takeover. It's the best takeover in the game. I've seen some people use sharpshooter. It's kind of a preference, but if you're playing rec or like park, kind of do need D-Bomber. It gets you wide open and you can shoot from anywhere. If you did enjoy this video, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, as it does help out a ton. YouTube thinks you're going to like one of these videos popping up on screen. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.